Okay, this is working, right? It's working. I think. Is it working? Oh, it's working, it's working, it's working, it's working. Okay. We're live again. Safari Zone. Day 3. We're gonna go for a little longer today than we did yesterday, because we went like an hour and a half yesterday. An hour and 15 minutes yesterday. I'm gonna go definitely way longer. Alright, so we're gonna go to Area 3. I'm gonna go all the way out to 6 if I can. Yeah. Okay, so that's why we couldn't go to 6 last time. All the way to 1. Okay. And we'll sit, like, right here. Let's begin. I don't know what mines we'll get tonight, or what we'll see tonight, but hey. We'll find out what we see, right? I don't know how long I want to go tonight, but we'll go for as long as we can. We'll go for as long as it takes me to not get overwhelmed and tired. Ooh, we can get Noctowl tonight. That's cool. Noctowl is not a bad encounter. I don't particularly love Noctowl, but I don't think it's a terrible Pokemon. I'll definitely take a Noctowl if I get it shiny. We're still going for Wooper, obviously. I haven't changed the thumbnail yet. I'm not going to change the thumbnail until I get a shiny. And then we'll change it to something else. Even if I don't get Wooper shiny, I'll still change the thumbnail to something else. So yeah, Fall Guys actually today came out on the Switch, which is crazy. I played a little bit of it. I won my first round. I didn't, like, the first round I played I didn't win, but I won a round after a few attempts. My first game. I think it was the... What game was it? The one that's in, like, you know, Minecraft's TNT Run, that kind of game. Ooh, I could get a Krogunk! I love Krogunk. It's one of my favorite Gen 4 mods. Like, the TNT Run where, like, the ground underneath you falls as you walk on it. That one, I managed to fall down so many floors. I was on the final floor, just hopping along, trying to win. I won! I thought I was done when I fell like 3 floors at once. I thought that was it. I plan on maybe streaming Fall Guys on my main channel. See if I can't play till I win. Because I always wanted to play Fall Guys, and it finally came out for free on the Switch. Literally the day that I'm doing this stream. And for like an hour, the servers were down, so I couldn't play it. But I still got to play it. It was fun. And I definitely am going to play it again, over and over again. I can't play it right now, obviously, because I'm shiny hunting, and the Switch I have it on is the one I'm using to shiny hunt. So I can't, obviously, do a round right now. Also, I want to just, like, turn this stream into a Fall Guys stream, but no. This is throwing a Safari Ball. Did not mean to do that again. I'm gonna eventually... I caught it! Yay! I'm gonna eventually get my Chimchar fully evolved. You know what? Let's switch out with Hoot Hoot. Hoot Hoot has spent enough time on the team. Ooh, another one. So I'm gonna take a guess and say Noctowl is like a really easy Pokemon to catch then, because that wasn't even a struggle. Like, he stayed in and didn't... Ooh! I just got a shiny Pokemon in Pokemon Go. Got a shiny Hoppip. I'm like playing Pokemon Go on the side and I got a shiny Hoppip. It's not really that cool because Hoppip had its own community day, but still, it's a wild shiny. It's a random shiny. I'll take it. So it looks like we're not gonna see Scorpie again. Unless he wants to show up. Who knows? I haven't seen Azurill yet, but Azurill will probably show up. He always does when you least expect it. I haven't seen Quagsire yet either, but seeing that I have seen Wooper, I'm probably going to see Quagsire. Same with I've seen Beaverell, so I'm probably going to see Bidoof eventually. Possibly Golduck, I don't know, I've only seen Psyduck so far. There's Quagsire. Literally, just got home from work and did stuff before I got here and started the stream, so it's been like 10 minutes. Like 10 minutes before I started the stream, I got home from work. I had to set up my account to stream, get everything set up so everything was connected. Because I don't always have my Switch connected to my computer. I don't always have this Switch connected to my computer because I play it. I'm not gonna have this thing just always connected to my computer, then it wouldn't charge. Oh, there's Hoot Hoot. haven't, since Safari Week started, I haven't really done much in my Omega Ruby Nuzlocke. I haven't gotten too far. I haven't been like hunting off stream either. Like last year I did a ton of hunting. Like almost all day I hunted, but given that I work, there's other stuff I want to do in the day, so I don't think I'll ever really go back to like hunting all day anymore. There's Azurill. He finally showed up. Just like I said when I least expected it. What an adorable Pokemon. Oh, I was just like scrolling through Netflix, looking at Netflix for a little bit. I want to recommend a cartoon that recently came out on Netflix recently. It's called Dead End Paranormal Park. It is a very good cartoon. I really like it. So it's a really, really good show. I can't wait. There's almost definitely going to be a season 2. I can't wait for season 2 of it. It's very good. It's got a openly trans main character too, and also it's got a talking dog. Anything with a talking animal just immediately hooks me. Like, I'll give it a chance. I want to see how long it takes till we get the doof, if we're gonna get the doof. So I feel like the doof's gonna show up here eventually. Because we've seen Beaverell, I feel like the doof has to show up at least once. Dang it, I keep clicking A too fast. Is he not gonna run? Come on, man. You don't have to stay. You can run. You're not shiny. I don't need you. No offense, Quagsire. You're still adorable even if you're not shiny, but I'm only looking for shinies today. Dang it. Okay, it broke out immediately. I feel like Croagunk's gonna easily run away. Croagunk just feels like it's definitely gonna run away easily. I have no doubt Croagunk would run. Though I literally the other day I looked up their run percentages and I don't remember if Croagunk's was, I think Croagunk's was higher. It was one of the higher ones. Who knows? One thing that we can pass the time with is I was gonna say like a debate. Who's better, Lyra or Chris? I think Chris is better, just because I love Crystal. I really love Heart Gold Soul Silver too, but I think the first female character, Chris, is much better than Lyra. Like, why didn't they just keep Chris for the sequel? For the remake? Why did they have to change into a whole new character? Makes no sense. It's just confusing. Oh no. So hoot. I also think like all the like female characters, like most of the female characters are better than the male characters, except for I don't really like the Sun and Moon female character. Granted, I don't care about any of the characters in Sun and Moon. I don't know, you never really see Victor or Gloria unless you're playing as them. But Dawn is way better than Lucas. May is way better than Brendan. The names just suck for the black and white characters. Hilbert and Hilda, I think is what their names are, but like Nate and the other one, Nate and Rose. I don't know, I never really cared about either of them either. And then, like, well, I guess Red is better than Leaf. I never really cared about Leaf. But, obviously, well, actually, gotta stop you there. Ethan is my favorite trainer of all Pokemon, so no one's gonna beat Ethan. No one has the power to beat Ethan, in my opinion. Ethan's my favorite of all the player characters. For personal reasons. I just like Ethan. He's the best. Oh no, it's a Noctowl. Okay, so I was like on the side, I was playing through Masters, I was doing the rivalry story to get gems, to do polls, and I was just sitting here, I was like, what type is Fairy super effective against? I know it's super effective against Dark. And Fighting, is that it? Like, if so, I'll create like a flying. I actually have like a few really good shiny Pokemon in Masters. I have the 2 Sirfetch'd I talked about yesterday. I have a Primeape, Magneton, Raichu, and Gyarados. I think Gyarados was the first. No, Primeape was the first shiny, and then it was Gyarados. Then I think it was Magneton, then Raichu, and then the Sirfetch'd. Not for certain, though. Definitely. And in that game, I have one fully EX character, and that's Callum and Meowstic. And like using Callum in this like thing and having him fully EX'd has like really made me appreciate Callum more. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is it dying? Oh no. Not my game. Not my game. I think it tried to die on me. Thinking also, like, which are the better rival characters? There's, Blue and Silver. Those are very good rivals. Wally. I think Wally is so much better in Brass than he is in the original Ruby and Sapphire. Just because of the fact you get to fight him at the right before the league. Just skip ahead to Kalos for a second. Every single rival in Kalos sucks. Not gonna disagree with anyone when they say they suck. They suck. I don't really care for Barry that much. Hugh is definitely another amazing rival. Bianca and Sharon, I think they're much better characters in Black and White 2 than they are in Black and White. Hao, I've just liked Hao a lot. He's fun. He is friendly, I'll give you that, but he's fun. Hop, I think he looks too much up to his brother. And then, does Legends Arceus have a rival? I guess Bede is another rival from Sword and Shield, and I don't really care about Bede. And then Marnie, it's Marnie. It doesn't suck. but I wouldn't call it, like, the best ever. Like, there's definitely better than Marnie. And then, like, May or Brendan from Hoenn, I don't really care about them, because, like, the last time you fight them in the original games, you fight them in front of Lily Cove. Like, when you get to Lily Cove and you get to the, that little area in front of the, you know, the department store. Like, that's the last time you fight them, for some reason, in the original game. In the remake, they fixed it, thankfully, so now you fight them right in front, right after the credits, or I think, like, during the credits, like, you get in a fight with them. Or is it at the very start of the... It might be at the very start of the story that happens. Not exactly for certain. You know, the... what you call it? The Delta episode. It might happen, like, right in front of there. I'm not for certain. It's been a while since I've played through Oras, but I know you do fight them again. Any other rivals? He's not a rival in the games, but I really do like Paul from the anime. He was an amazing rival. What else? Never watched the black and white anime, so I can't tell you any of the rivals from there. Just, like, all the Kalos rivals suck. Serena or Callum, when they're rival, they just suck. The little girl, don't know her name. She gives you an egg of her starter in the post game. She sucks. Tierno, okay, he's a little bit funny. Tierno is, but like the smart guy, I don't care about him either. And then Gladion, he's a pretty cool rival. I think he's your rival, technically. Can he technically be classified as a rival? Gladion? I'm gonna say yes. And then I also want to classify Volo as a rival of sorts. He sucks. Specifically because of what happens to him at the end of Legends. I hate him. Specifically for that reason. Like, what happens to him at the end of there ruined him for me. I never will like him again. The game knows what it did. It knows what it did. You don't know what I'm talking about. It's right after you've collected everything to go after Giratina. What is it? What do you have to do for it? I can't remember. You have to, like, get all the plates, I think, and then once you get all, like, 17 of the plates, Volok shows up and he's just like, psych. I have the 18th one. Yeah, by the way, in the game, there's 18 plates because they decided to give normal type a plate, despite the fact that, you know, The only Pokemon that really uses the plates is Arceus, and it's already normal type. Like, there isn't really anyone else that uses the plates. It's like, what? What's its name? Sylvala uses the memories instead of plates. And the plates, like, they do boost moves of a certain of typings, but, like, the thing they're very much used for is to turn Arceus into different typings, and I think it changes one of Arceus's moves as well. Possibly, but, like, it's already normal type, so... Like, I don't know what it's doing. My favorite part of the Legends Arceus story, gonna go talk about that for a second. My favorite part of that story is definitely when you get kicked out. I loved that part because it reminded me of what do you call it? I'm trying to think, my mind just went blank for a second. Remind me of Mystery Dungeon. You know the part in Mystery Dungeon the Rescue Team games, whenever you are heading out, like, you come in from a mission from going to, like, Mount Freeze or something. No, not Mount Freeze. You go somewhere, and then, like, Gengar exposes you as a human, and, like, tells everyone you're part of the disasters that are going on, so everyone's like, oh, we hate you now. Get away from us. So then you're like, oh, wow, everyone hates me now. So then Team ACT is just like, you know what? Even though you probably shouldn't be doing this, because we're gonna go after you anyway, we'll give you time to escape. We'll see you in the morning, and if you haven't left in the morning, you're not gonna like it. Then, like, you leave overnight, and then we never see you again. Like, the whole part of being a fugitive in that game was definitely my favorite part of the original Rescue Team. The fugitive arc. I really liked it. It was really fun. Becoming a fugitive. Because Gengar is a jerk, but then at the end of the story, he's not a jerk. Another favorite part was getting to build the Psyduck house. That was really fun. Well, mine was a Psyduck house. Might not have been for you, depending on what your starter was in that game, but mine was a Psyduck. It's like, actually, one of the reasons why I really like Psyduck is because I got my first ever time truly playing through Rescue Team. So I played a little bit before I immediately got bored, which was... I don't know what I was doing back then. But when I played through it for my channel, which was my first full playthrough, I got thrown Psyduck at me, and ever since then I've actually really liked Psyduck as a Pokemon. It isn't the best Pokemon in the world, obviously. But it definitely is a very good Pokemon. I'd recommend giving it at least a chance. And it was a pretty neat starter to have. I really liked having it as a starter. And then, same thing with Chimchar. I got Chimchar as my starter in... what was it? I got Chimchar as my starter in Rescue Team DX. Not the Rescue Team, Explorers of Darkness is when I had him as my starter. And, like, it really changed my opinion on him. As well as that was also kind of helped by the fact that the anime, like, that episode, when Chimchar faced its fears, that was really sad, too. Like, the anime just knows how to get me. They just throw sadness at me. I can't help it. I can't help it, okay? If I see something sad, I cry. Zero's back! Hi, Zero. How you doing? Mystery Dungeon DX, Mystery Dungeon, the original Mystery Dungeon was also why I really like Salamence too, because I had Salamence as my third team member, and he was really awesome to have as my third team member. And then playing through Mystery Dungeon DX when it came out, replacing Salamence with Poochyena is why I like Poochyena a lot now as a Gen 1 Pokemon, as a Gen 3 Pokemon. I have yet to fully play through. Dang it, I just used a Safari Ball. I've yet to fully play through Gates to Infinity or Super Mystery Dungeon. Not that I don't want to play through it, it's just that I haven't played through it all yet. Like, no offense to the game, I don't know if it's really a bad game or not because I haven't played it yet. I never fully played through it. I just like, I've been spoiled on the story of that game though, where, like, spoiler alert, the villain turns out your friend Nuzleaf from the village turns out to be working with the villain. Spoiler alert. Then, like, after the game, it just, like, disappears, I think. And I know you, like, move on to, like, don't you, like, leave town and head to... You leave town and head to, like, some agency or something and, like, become a true expedition team or something like that, and then, like, Ampharos is, like, your leader or whatever, and that's, like, how far I got into the game. And then I just stopped. Not because I was bored, I just don't know where my copy of the game is now. And then Gates to Infinity, I didn't get anywhere past the start, because the starter choices are terrible in that game. Ever thought it was a good idea to only do Gen 5 Pokemon and Pikachu as starters? I'm sorry, but no. It's not. It's not good. It was not a good idea. I absolutely hated that, and I never got anywhere past picking my starter, which I think I picked, like... I'm pretty sure I picked, like, Axew or something, because it was the cutest one there. And then I just never continued. And I know, like, spoiler alert, I think I know, like, the main villain is, like, its plot twist, it's just like, the main villain you think is Hydreigon. But then it's like, a plot twist, turns out it's actually the Munna that was being chased by Hydreigon. At, like, the start of the game. Plot twist. Ooh, spooky. How could I have ever seen this coming? Just, like, I know all the plot twists, and I also know, like, that game is the only game where you actually don't come back until, like, into the post-game is when you come back. Or is that... No, yeah, that is, Mystery Dungeon, Gates to Infinity. And then I know, spoiler alert, in Super Mystery Dungeon that you don't ever actually go back. Your partner is revealed to be Mew for some reason, and then goes back to wherever they came from. Then you go and get him back. Which is weird. It's just weird. Like, I think that game had a lot of plot twists. Should have called it Mystery Dungeon, plot twist. It's like also the only game where the final boss isn't a Pokemon, it's just like an ultimate darkness or something. I know they've got to do it eventually, but I can't wait until they eventually bring back, they eventually remake Explorers of Sky. They're definitely remaking that game. There's no way they aren't. Like, Mystery Dungeon DX did so well. Rescue Team DX did so well that I don't think they're not going to bring Explorers into the remake era. Because what, wasn't Mystery Dungeon DX like the first spin-off game to ever get a remake or something like that? I just caught this stupid Bidoof. Or Beeparel. Like how in his little position right there, he just sits. Like, he's standing up in the wild, but then he just sits when he's there. But, like, if they when they eventually do remake Mystery Dungeon, when they eventually do Explorers DX, it is more than likely going to be my favorite Pokemon game ever created. Because right now it's Legends Arceus. Because that game is just amazing. Like, when they eventually do remake Explorers into the DX version, like, that's definitely going to be my favorite Pokemon game. Probably my favorite game of all time. Because I absolutely love the story of Explorers. Because I love time travel stories. Time travel stories are beautiful. If they're done right. And the whole story is just a huge time travel story, and I love it. Then, like, how it's split into, like, so many different chapters. And Grovyle is probably my favorite character out of all the Mystery Dungeon games. Also, that game has a redemption arc for Dusknoir. Although it's only really, what, in Explorers of Sky where he gets that redemption arc. Because they give the add-on story in Explorers of Sky. They give, like, this secret... They get this special missions, which I loved that, too. Getting the special missions was awesome. You know, in Explorers of Sky, how they had the special chapters where you could, like, continue the story for some characters. And, like, especially my favorite one was... Especially my favorite one of all time was Into the Darkness, or Into the Future, I think it was called. Into the Future of Darkness. That one. Where you play with Dusknoir and Grovyle. That was a very cool one. I loved that. Because I love Grovyle. He's my favorite character. And to have his story incomplete, it was really sad. Like in the original, he goes through the portal with Dusknoir at like chapter 19 or something, and then he's just... You don't see him again. It's really sad. They also, like, have the ominous thing where they're just like... I'm gonna go through the portal. I'm gonna drain your body of all of its life essence, and then I'm gonna use your skin as like a suit to trick the team back at Temporal Tower, so they'll trust me, and then I will kill them. So they can't fix time. That's dark. That is so dark, and I love it. Like, I wonder who came up with that. That is crazy. That is very dark. Like, he literally basically just said, I'm gonna kill you, take your soul, just take it out, and put myself in you, wear you as a skin suit. Like Innard from FNAF. And then I'm gonna trick everyone else into believing I'm you. So then I can one-hit KO everyone and kill them. And then they'll least expect it, and they'll lose. And then Temporal Tower will be destroyed. It's so dark. And like the fact that Explorers of Darkness and Time was like the first ever Mystery Dungeon game to introduce the shiny Pokemon, and then like in Explorers, and then in Rescue Team DX, they made you able to shiny hunt. That was one of my favorite things about that game, is that you could shiny hunt in a sort of way like the strong encounters or whatever. Like I have a shiny Noctowl from there. Like, it's the strong bosses that can sometimes appear in dungeons, so you can get them shiny. Well, there's Bidoof. Like, that was cool. And then they also did it to where, like, every Pokemon that had a Gen 4 evolution could evolve into a Gen 4 Pokemon. And then Sylveon. Sylveon was the only Pokemon that wasn't Gen 1 through 4 in that game. Sylveon was just like, hi, I'm here. Fear me. And everyone's just like, Sylveon, what are you doing here? We did not ask you to show up. And then Sylveon's like, I'm still here anyway. You can't do anything to stop me. Yeah, I also think from Rescue Team DX, like, the best thing that they did in that game was fix Marowak's dojo. Not Marowak's dojo, Makuhita's dojo. Marowak's dojo is in Explorers. Like, that dojo in the original game sucked. But, like, they made it so much better in the remake that, like, it's actually usable. Like, you can actually use it to train up, and it's not just there as, like, an inconvenience to have. Because, like, I think it, like, scales to your level. No. Like, it actually has, like, every... You can, like, have 3 different difficulties, and use that to, like, train faster, and it's, like, so much better. It is so much better. Like, I can't imagine anything else. Like, I can't imagine why they did it the way they did it originally. Because, like, the way they did it originally, it just sucks. So I think, like, in the original game, it was like every dojo was like 10 level 10 Pokemon, so like you wouldn't really get leveled up anywhere. It would take you forever to do anything. Like in the remake, they had like, you can get tickets for like different level, like higher level ones. You can get like different tickets for higher level. And like there was like gold, silver, and bronze tickets, and like every time you went in there, like the bronze was like the lowest experience growth, and like the gold was the highest. And you could just keep going in there and stuff. And then also another thing that was really good about that was they made it so you could keep on, you could like sell multiple things at once instead of having to do it like sell everything individually, which I think they brought that back from like other Mystery Dungeon games. Like they had some quality of life changes that were from Super Mystery Dungeon. One thing I did hate was the maximum of 3 Pokemon per team. That one was really sad, not getting to have 4 Pokemon on a team anymore. And then, because that was brought back, that was brought from Super Mystery Dungeon, if I remember hearing correctly. Like, I just remember hearing, I never played through all the entirety of Super Mystery Dungeon, but I know a lot of the stuff was quality of life changes from Super Mystery Dungeon, because I know Tiny Reviver Seeds and Reviver Seeds, that was a thing from Super Mystery Dungeon, I believe. Like, that was a thing that started in Super Mystery Dungeon and carried over. Then they had, like, all the different ranks instead of having... I kind of wish, like, they would have brought back Lucario rank, but they didn't. Which is fine. I mean, Lucario rank was, like, so hard to get to in the original game anyway. Then, like, they also brought back that you could do multiple missions at once, instead of having to do them all individually, because that was, like, why it was so impossible to get Lucario rank in the original, because you could only do, like, 1 mission at a time or something like that, I think. This I just never did. Might have been me. I am known for being stupid. Let's got another Krogan. Goodbye. So now I'm like really worried about getting a Krogunk because it seems like you could flee real easily. I want to at least try to get 1 shiny. I want to try to get 1 success. Like I said before in the past 2 streams, my goal this year is to try and at least get 1 caught shiny, which would be better than last year when I only got Sirfetch'd, and it fled from me. It's really sad. I'm gonna try to make it till like 2 hours, probably. See if I can't finally get a shiny. I'm still going. I'm not gonna give up. Never gonna give up. Till the week's over. And then sometime I'm gonna return to doing Darkrai. Because I still got Darkrai to do. I haven't done that in a while. Still need to go back and do Regidrago on my own, like, at my own time, because, like, I still, out of all my Pokemon, I don't have Regidrago, and, like, I've been trying to get that thing for so long. There's another Bidoof. I just never did it again. I just haven't gone back and hunted it for. Like, the only time I've ever really hunted it is, like, right before another game came out. Maybe the next Pokemon game came out. I hunted for it right before Legends Arceus, BDSP. And I'll probably do the same if I haven't gotten it right before Scarlet and Violet come out. Which I hope I can get it. But who knows? The game hates me. Doesn't want to give it to me. To me, like every other Pokemon in the game with Regidrago shiny. It's like, you know what? Fine. You want to do that to me? So what? I don't like you anyway. I looked up some Q&A questions so we could do something here. This is a random site. It's got Q&A questions. I got 190, so we're gonna start doing some to go through this, so I'm not silent for a bit. This first one that I see is, what is your weirdest food mix? It's one time. I always tell this story when everyone says, like, what's the weirdest thing you've done? So Oreos, they have like the really good stuffing in them, the like frosting stuffing in them. A while ago, my most favorite Pringle was the sour cream and onion. So what I did once, put the stuffing of an Oreo inside of 2 sour cream and onion chips. It probably would be disgusting now, but back then it just tasted like a regular Oreo. I don't know how, but it did. Next up, what's an underrated snack? Goldfish. I love goldfish. Love goldfish, especially the colored ones. The colored ones are really good because like each color has a different flavor. The regular ones are kind of just bland. The color ones, just awesome. Especially the red goldfish. Those are like somehow really good. Where's your favorite appetizer? What was it, like the place one of the places I go to, they had like these they have these like little barbecue bite things, that like boneless barbecue wing things. Those are really good. A cereal. Who's the closest family member to your heart? Probably my mom. If I had to say anything, she's probably like closest to my heart. Have you ever got lost in a public place? Yes. Yeah, my friend got lost in Six Flags once. It was terrible. It was a terrible experience. That's why I don't like Six Flags. I got lost there once. It was terrible. Does anyone ever trust you with the darkest secret? I don't know. I've probably forgotten at this point any secret people tell me. I usually either forget or I usually say it on accident, like out loud. What are like 10 qualities preferably any good friend should have? I feel like one good quality for like friends to have is just to have different opinions. Like if you love the same things, only the same things, like that's a boring friendship. Like me and my best friend Hayden, we definitely do not like many of the same things, and that's just what makes our friendship amazing. Who is your craziest fan member? Me. Next question. Do you believe in love at first sight? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It was the longest time you binge watched something. I don't know exactly, but I remember... What the heck does love at first episode mean? I have no idea what that means. I remember when the Netflix cartoon, what was it, Dogs in Space came out, I watched the entire show in one sitting. I was very tired the next day because it came out like at 2 in the morning where I live. I just watched it from beginning to end. Didn't sleep until it was done. It was an underrated series on Netflix. I don't know if I can say it's underrated because it just came out, but Paranormal Park, the new one that just came out, that's very underrated. I don't think I've even watched 5 horror films. I know a horror film that I feel like no one should watch, and that's Human Centipede. I think it's disgusting. What is one movie with an ending that literally blew your mind? None. A lot of movies are predictable nowadays. Name your 5 favorite shows on Netflix. Paranormal Park. Pokemon Journeys, the series, because that's a Netflix sort of exclusive. BoJack Horseman, really love that one. Dogs in Space. Definitely not looking up more because I can't think of any off the top of my head. Where's my watch again? Don't I have like a watch again something like a list of ones I've watched before and I should watch it again because it's really good? I have no clue. Number 5, my list. There we go. That didn't help. Well, that's because I didn't click my list. Yeah, I can't think of another one. A good Netflix thing. Let's just randomly throw out. There was another Netflix cartoon I really liked. Oh, Skylanders Academy. That was a fun one for like the 3 seasons it had, and then it got canceled. That was not fun. Uh-oh, the stream is about to like die. It's like starting to die all of a sudden. How many episodes can you finish in one day? I know of at least 10 that I've done before. Famous movie you have given more than one chance but still hate. Lion King 1.5. I hate that movie. A movie that brings sweet memories. Lion King. Beautiful movie. Best movie ever. What are things that make you happy? Writing, Pokemon, Legos. Those like the 3 main things that make me happy. Have you ever have you ever been beaten up? Me and my friend got into like a bit of a fight once in the middle of school for some reason. I don't remember why. I think we just fought for no reason. Don't remember getting beaten up that much, but I definitely lost the fight because I suck at fighting. There's one habit you wish you could let go. Definitely biting my nails. That is a habit that I have trouble with. What is your dream job? An author, probably. I almost said Arthur. That's a TV show and a movie. What's your best time at school? Probably like all of high school was good. Like all of grade school and middle school and preschool and stuff. That kind of stuff was just kind of boring. But like high school, I got so much freedom in high school. When was the last time you cried? Very recently, because work overwhelmed me one night, and I couldn't handle it. What is, are you satisfied with your life? What is your definition with satisfied? Do you think marriage is an important part of life? No. Like, I don't feel like you have to put a ring on someone just to say you love them. Like, people love each other. They love each other. They don't really need to show that they love each other. A movie you think is more successful than the original book? Why do I really want to say the Diary of a Wicked movie series? That was a really good series. Except for the long haul. I know everyone hated that movie. What's your favorite book? My favorite book series is a really, really old one. Well, it's not really my favorite now, but I loved it a long time ago. It was Hank the Cowdog. Nowadays, the only book series I've been reading is the FNAF, what is it, the Fazbear Frights series. But, like, Hank the Cowdog, that book series that I think is still going, that was a very good book series a long time ago. They're the 10 worst qualities you hate in a human being. I hate people that are just, like, impatient and mean for no reason. Like, rude customers. I hate that. You controlling person. I'm like, sometimes, but also, like, I like, usually follow the rules, so, like, someone else is controlling me. How sure do you about life after death? See, I don't know. I'm not gonna get into that one. What is the most influential person in your life? I don't know. It's one thing that... Say one thing about you that no one knows. No. No. So I feel like everything that I've said, someone knows. Everything about me, someone knows. What is your highest level of anger? I get very angry easily. What do? You are extremely happy. That's, grammar at its finest. What is the first thing you do if you won $1 million? I'd probably, like, buy a bunch of Lego sets, if anything. Definitely. What's your favorite clothing brand? Anything that is not small on me. What is an expensive thing you cannot afford but really wish to have? I don't know. What type of music do you like to listen to while driving? Just any, really. Do you manage your time well? That depends on your definition of well. Do you like gifting or receiving flowers? Flowers are stupid. Like, flowers are like a terrible gift. Who's one singer that you would never listen to? BTS, probably. I've never listened to BTS once in my life. What was your COVID-19 experience? Oh man, this video is gonna get flagged for talking about COVID-19. I mean, I had it once. I got COVID earlier this year, I think it was. I never was really sick. I had a hard time breathing, and that was it. That was, like, the worst of my problems. I've not been vaccinated. I feel like I really need to get vaccinated, but I haven't. I know my friend is. Do you consider yourself influential in someone's life? No. What's one funny childhood memory of yours? Dang it, why can't I think? Why can't I think of a funny childhood memory of mine? I can't think of any childhood memories, except for ones that are, like, bad. Like, I remember getting ran over my brother ran me over with his bike once on accident, and I had to get stitches in my head. That was a bad memory. Are you a night or morning person? No, night. You can tell the stream, or like doing it right before midnight. For 2 of your unreplaceable precious objects. My phone. And that's really it. I would hate if I lost my phone. What is your most hated housework? Feeding animals. It just takes so long to do it. Like, I'll do it, but it's like... No, not feeding animals. Cleaning out animal cages. That's my least favorite, because I don't like getting dirty that much. What do you do to relax? Write, or play video games, or watch YouTube. What's your favorite smartphone app? The one I am streaming on right now. What are your worst fears? Let's get dark here for a second. Death. Change. Heights. Fear of dying alone. And wasps. Those things suck. This is the weirdest place you've ever visited. Dang it. Weirdest place I've ever visited? I don't know. What is the most beautiful natural scene you've ever seen? What was it? Some nights, like, it gets foggy where I live some nights, and then, like, the moon shines through the fog, and it's so beautiful. Like, the sky looks so beautiful when that happens. Like, I would legitimately sit out there for minutes just looking at the sky and looking how... It's, like, peaceful, calm, and beautiful. What are things you like, but are ashamed to admit? A lot of PBS Kids shows. I don't know why I like a lot of them. Maybe it's my inner kid wanting to go back in time, but, like, I'm like, ashamed to admit that I like him. How do you initiate a conversation with someone? Yes. What things do you make? What is the funniest joke you know? Myself. Next question. Are you a pineapple on pizza fan club? I've tried it before. It's not the worst. It's not the best either. What's the worst name you could come up with for a child? Kevin. Kevin's the worst name in the entirety of existence. What was the last random thing you've done? I don't know. I don't even know how you would explain random. I played Pokemon earlier. Fictional character you wish was real. Every Pokemon, except for the ones that could kill you just by being close to you. If I had a time machine, where would I prefer to go? Probably the future, because I would kind of want to know what happens. I don't like the unknown. What is one thing you would love to change about yourself? Probably all my fears. Like, I have so many fears. I would change a few of them. Do you believe you might be ready to get married? Well, seeing as I don't have a girlfriend, I'm 20 years old, and I've never had a girlfriend. No. Are you still having friendship with your exes? Well, I've never had a girlfriend, as mentioned before, so... Consider yourself a religious person. No. Do you believe in second chances? Yes. Not every person deserves a second chance, but some people do. If you had only 3 wishes, what would they be? One of them would be to not fear so many things. What was the hardest thing you had to overcome? The first day of high school. That was really scary to me. When do you feel insecure? All the time. What are some of your wrong assumptions about some people? That, like, everyone is just judging me every second they are looking at me, like they're judging me horribly. If you're a marketing brand, what would be your logo? Can I just steal a logo from a company? That's illegal, actually. No, let's not do that. What's the hardest decision you've ever had to make? I don't know. Vampires or zombies? Which do you prefer? Vampires. Vampires are cool. Zombies are just dead corpses. Vampires are undead. That's cool. How often do you go shopping? I don't know. What is the last song that, like, has been stuck in my ear? Like an earworm song? Definitely songs that I've gotten stuck in my head. From the Bad Guys movie, Good Tonight was stuck in my head for the longest time. What is the nickname people call you? Jacoby. I don't know how people came up with that name, but they call me that. Your clothes could be in one color. What would it be? Oh, blue. Even though I'm wearing a red shirt now. If you were a candy, what would you choose to be? Swedish Fish. If you could hack into someone's account, who would it be? I feel like I would hack into, like, Donald Trump's accounts just to see, like, all of his drafts. Like, if anything's, like, how bad his drafts get on, like, his social media accounts. Just, like, how bad they are. I just want to see how bad his different social media posts just get over time. Are you an overthinker? I have OCD, so definitely I'm an overthinker. When was the last time you had to lie? A lot. I lie a lot. Has anyone ever told you they hate you? I don't know. I just assume everyone hates me. What is the subject you failed at school? English. What's the one I took this year that I failed? I think I failed Intro to Art, which is, like, really... No, yeah, it was really sad I failed it. I don't know. The last 5 videos you watched on YouTube. Well, let's see. Not including having my stream pulled up. No, history. How do I search history? Okay, I have from Nintendo, we randomized our starter Pokemon, then we battle. And then from Game Boy Luke, we randomized our starters. And Omega Ruby and Oras. And then we battle. And then, there's a random clip from the Ghost and Molly McGee where, Libby keeps on getting hit with a baseball a bunch of times. Then there was Smosh Pit. What does PEMDAS mean? And then also Smosh Pit. Try not to laugh. Challenge 97. I caught Meryl. There we go. There we go. It's the ugliest word someone said to you. I don't really like the word moist. Or obey. I hate those words. Obey is probably my least favorite word. Here's the last 5 things you searched on Google. Ooh. before this, Cerebi, Fall Guys down. Fall Guys, is it down? How do I type in search history? Is Fall Guy? Why is the server Fall Guys down? Korra. I went to Korra, and then earlier I went to Pokemon by Generation, and then first day of summer. I was like, it's the first day of summer! There we go. That's good. That's good enough. To whom do you say I will never leave you? Probably my friends. I really don't want to leave my friends. How much is your first payment? I can't remember, actually. Do you apologize when you make a mistake? I feel like I apologize a lot. Are you fast and realize how much you messed up? Are you fast in realizing how much you messed up? Uh-huh. I mess up a lot. I know I do. Who's the first person you turn to for advice? The first person I ever ask if I need nicknames for something is my two best friends, Hayden and Austin, so, I mean... I guess. Be an introvert or extrovert. Introvert's the one where, like, you don't really like people that much, right? Have you ever used violence towards someone? Like I said, me and my friend got in a fight once. What is one sound that really annoys you? A lot of loud sounds annoy me sometimes. When did you invite yourself to a dinner? What? If you could give one advice to your parents, what would it be, and who would you choose? I don't know. If you were dying, what would be your last wish? I don't know. Honestly, I cannot think of something off the top of my head. Oh, I experienced deja vu a lot. Are you afraid of getting old? Yes. Because I fear death. What is one thing about your partner that really turns you on? Once again, never had a girlfriend. If you had the power to bring one person back to life, who would it be? Can I bring an animal back to life? Because I want to bring my dog Scout. I really miss him. He died too young. I miss him. There are things you think you have an addiction to. Caffeine. Mostly Pepsi. Because if I don't drink at least one Pepsi a day, I get a headache. Give one advice to your former president. I don't think Donald Trump's gonna listen to anything I have to say. What is your favorite smell? I don't know. My least favorite smell... I want to go with my least favorite smells. Spoiled milk. Broccoli cheddar soup. That's disgusting. How often do you look at the mirror? I don't like looking at myself. When was the last time you watched a cartoon? Earlier today. Can you easily make friends? No. How often do you take care of your nails? I told you I'm addicted to biting my nails. What is a pet you don't mind taking care of? My dog! Our male and female dog had puppies, and one of them I'm keeping as my own, and her name is Corella, and I love her. I would easily take care of her in a heartbeat. What is a color you don't like, but get complimented a lot when wearing? I mean, a color I just don't like is yellow. I just really don't like the color yellow. Do you suffer any specific phobia? Yes. Fear of death is probably my most Fear of death and change are probably my highest fears of all time. Have you ever cried in public? Yes. How good are you at lying? Sometimes really good, sometimes not. Can you dance in public? I don't like dancing. What is the number one? What is in your bag? I don't have a bag. Except for at school, and mostly it's school supplies. When was the last time you had a haircut? Probably before school got out. Where was your first kiss? On a school bus. I've kissed someone, yes, but you'll never know. Who's your favorite football player? I don't like football. How many children are you planning to have in the future? I don't really like children that much. Children sometimes scare me. This one memory you want to erase forever. Going home on a trip from Washington, D.C. That was a memory I wish I could erase forever. Have you ever been hurt in a fight? Yes. Have you ever had a car accident? I've, wrecked my car a few times. Right now my car is really badly torn up because I accidentally drove into the back of another car because it was icy one day on the road. Have you ever faced troubles in your sleep? I have a hard time sleeping. It is very hard for me to sleep. Gotten a 0, by the way. It is very hard for me to get to sleep on multiple occasions. Are you an optimist or a pessimist? Last question. Optimist or pessimist? I like to think positively a lot, but there's times I just don't. I can't think positively. It's hard for me to do so. I mean, sometimes it's just hard for you to think positively. You just gotta be a pessimist sometimes, no matter what. And that is all of the Q&A questions that I found worthwhile to answer. I skipped a bit of time, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. We got through a bit of time answering these questions. Come with my own Q&A questions. What would be a name of a dog? What would be the name that you would give a dog? Male dog. My favorite name for a dog is Max. I don't know why. I just really like the name Max for a dog. If I ever get a male dog one day, Max is the name I definitely want to give it. Obviously, I already have a girl dog, Corella, just literally based off of Cruella de Vil. She's kind of dark because she tried to kill dogs. But hey, Cruella doesn't know. Cruella doesn't know that her name is literally a dog killer. $400 questions? Jeez. You'll get unlimited content in seconds? I bet not. How many countries have you been to? I haven't really been outside of the country, but I've been to different states. I've been to North Carolina. Been to, dang it, what state is Washington, D.C.? And I can't remember. I feel dumb. Is it not Maryland? I feel stupid. I've been to New York. Been to Florida. What is your favorite TV show? Not cartoon favorite TV show. My favorite TV show that's not a cartoon is The Walking Dead. Favorite show that's a cartoon is Ninjago. Who is your favorite actor? Name off a few of my favorites. Chris Pratt, definitely a good one. Benedict Cumberbatch, definitely a good one. Ben Schwartz, he's a really good actor. Voice actors, Bobby Moynihan, really good one. Where's the worst movie you've seen? The Lego Ninjago movie. That is a terrible movie. In my opinion, worse than The Lion King 1.5. So last movie you cried to? I don't know. I don't know what movie I cried to last. What movie did you watch last? Probably The Bad Guys, honestly. I watched... when it came out on digital, I bought it and watched it. Sing 2 comes out tomorrow on Netflix. I might watch that. It was a really good movie. Do you enjoy roller coasters? No. Absolutely not. What is your favorite midnight snack? My favorite snack just in general is goldfish. What sport do you like the most? Golf. I really like golf for some reason. What is a talent nobody knows you have? I don't know. Would you go to space? I don't like heights. Space is really high. If you'd have dinner with anyone alive, who would it be? Myself. What was your best subject in school? Weirdly, like math, I was really good at. Who can you tell everything to? My parents or my best friends, definitely. How many people have you kissed? 1. Still not talking about it. If you had a statue, what would you want it to be? I have a statue outside my house, so... How many pets do you want? I have way too many pets as it is. How long would you last on a deserted island? If I brought my phone, probably as long as my phone would stay charged. Would you rather be able to fly or be invisible? Hate heights. Being invisible would seem really cool. Would you rather live in a submarine or an airplane? Are they active? Because I really hate being underwater too. Are they like actively going on and when you're living in them? Because I would choose neither. Worst injury. The worst injury I've had is I've broken my arm. So what superpower would you have? Super strength would be really cool. What's your biggest pet peeve? Rude customers. I talked about it earlier. I really hate rude customers. Have you ever been arrested? No. I've had the police... I've had a run-in with the police a few times. I was walking around town past midnight. I didn't know what curfew was back then. I got pulled over a few times, once for going like 15 miles over the speed limit. And I was like reaching into my backpack, finding my license. They probably thought I had a gun and I was going to pull it out. It was the last time you were sick. Earlier this year, I had COVID. Would you rather be able to fly or read minds? Read minds, then I could finally see what everyone thinks about. Favorite drink? Sprite. Which sport is the most boring to watch? Every sport. Do you consume a lot of caffeine? Yes. I'm addicted to caffeine. I get headaches. What animal do you think is the cutest? Any baby cat or dog? They're very cute. What was your favorite TV show growing up? Thomas the Tank Engine. How many hours do you spend on your phone a day? Easier question would be how many hours I don't spend on my phone. Cold or warm weather? Cold. I absolutely hate hot weather with a passion. It is the worst thing ever. Who is your best friend? I have two. The names are Austin and Hayden. Okay, it's 12 o'clock. We're going to do one more after this. What is your favorite board game? Probably like Monopoly is a really good board game. Game of Life is pretty cool. Clue is kind of cool. Shiny? No. Finally, who is your childhood best friend? Hayden! And someone else named Tristan. He was my friend too. Back in my childhood. Well, that's it tonight. We might do some shiny hunting tomorrow night. Hope to do some tomorrow night. I don't know. No shiny tonight. But hey, we at least tried for 2 hours this time. And hey, I answered some Q&A questions. What time do you go to bed? Anytime past midnight. That's a definite. Yeah, so I'm gonna end off this stream here. We didn't get a shiny today. But hey, I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna get a shiny eventually. I hope. I'm really tired. So yeah, I'm gonna end this off here. Thank you guys so much for watching. My voice is like gonna be shot soon. Last encounter of the stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys